everybody, and welcome to the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm Kim Congdon, your host, here with one of my two of my best friends in the entire world now, Alex Scarlato and AJ Harrington.
Whoa, thanks for having us, Kim.
You're welcome. How are you doing? How's everything?
I'm good. I'm happy you're here.
I'm glad to be here. Say hello. That's the baby. We're here with Alex's baby. Alex and I used to actually have a podcast together. Alex is one of the producers of Gas Digital. She produces Legion of Skanks. Uh-oh. Hold on. We're having drama. We're still
Not
going.
already.
We're still going. Excuse me. She is one of the producers. She's the main producer of Legion of Skanks. She's in the pills.
She'll always find one thing about a baby is they'll always find what they're not supposed to have.
Yeah, take the pickle, leave the pills.
Keep the cucumber.
Keep the cuke, leave the Adderall.
We'll just move the Adderall, dude, to some place where you can't get to it for now, but make sure Chuck knows it's here, okay?
And we used to have a podcast together called Broad Topics. We did it for years and years, which was actually kind of upsetting towards the end.
Dude, the way that it took off like 2 weeks before we had this conversation where we're like, we're going to have to stop. I'm having a baby. We live on the other sides of the country from each other. And suddenly everybody comes out of the woodwork being like, this was my favorite podcast ever.
This is the best energy. I think of this podcast I'm telling you.
Where was everybody?
They gave us our flowers after we were dead. That's for sure.
They waited to celebrate us at our funeral, honey.
Truly. I was like, I didn't know we had this many fans. We would have just kept doing the fucking podcast.
The eulogies were nice, but like too little too late, you know?
Yeah, a comment during the 5 years we were doing it would have been nice. A like, a share.
Anyways,
we're not bitter.
Fault. It's not your fault, guys.
No. But we did used to do a podcast, and we've had some of the craziest times together. Which is so funny because, like, dude, seeing your friends, like the friends that you party with the most, have babies is the trippiest thing ever.
Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like Mike and I probably looked the least like parents before she came along out of anybody we know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look, just now we look away for 1 second. She's got a dime and 2 quarters in her hand. That's a death sentence for a baby. How do you even function, dude?
It's constant.
It's look. She's reaching underneath and between her legs to grab
she'll
something.
break her hand. Yeah,
she's 2 inches away from breaking her nose on the drawer and hitting her head on that.
She's got this. Look, she's amazing. Look at her. Like, you can't stop them from doing everything, you know?
Dude, she just barely skims everything, though. It's just really wild. Every part of her face barely, like, the corner of her eye will skim a corner, and it's like she knows.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to stress about it too much. Like, she's good. Like, we all had to learn the hard way with certain things.
Yeah.
And if you stop her from exploring, I don't want her to throw the laptop, but if you stop them from, like, trying to stand up in certain areas, it's like, how's she ever gonna learn, you know?
No, right now she's putting the destin in alphabetical order and clapping for herself.
I mean,
you're so amazing.
You're a star.
Dude, what's really beautiful about kids is they really are super impressed with themselves. She literally just put 2 destins on the table that she put on the floor back on the table, and she's like, yeah, you guys should all clap. Like, imagine if adults have that confidence, dude.
Kim, you do have that confidence.
I said all adults. All adults. Not just me and Aura.
Yeah, it's wild.
Clap for me. I've put the destin on the table. Everybody go ahead. And this thing was just living in you.
Yeah, I know. And look how big she is now.
I know. Every time I tell me if this happened to you, because every time I see pregnant women, it kind of makes me like nauseous. Before you were pregnant, did you think it was beautiful, or were you like, oh, it's kind of scary?
I was a little scared of it, but I didn't have like an opinion. Like, it wouldn't make me nauseous, and I wouldn't be like, wow, so beautiful.
Okay.
I'd just be like, whoa, she's really pregnant.
Okay, I see.
I think.
I look and I'm like, it looks painful and it doesn't look fun.
That's so funny because toward the end of my pregnancy, like in month 8 and like the beginning of month 9, I was sending Kim like almost full nudes.
No, truly, they were the most sexual pregnancy nudes I've ever seen in my life.
I was sending Kim pictures where you could see so much skin because I just needed her to see what I was going through. We barely saw each other toward the end of my pregnancy. So I'd be like, you have to see what my stomach looks like. And I didn't know you were nauseous on the other end of it.
I'd write back, beautiful. But it just doesn't look like this. It's not even like I think it's ugly or I thought you didn't look good. I do see that it's beautiful for a woman to get pregnant.
No, it looked
But when I
insane,
actually
Kim.
look at the stomach, it doesn't look right.
It looked
like,
truly insane.
it looks like it shouldn't stretch that far and something's wrong.
Yeah. It felt...
It's like the skin stretched out where it's almost see-through.
Yeah.
This was you doing it.
Toward
so.
the end of the month, like toward the end of the whole thing is when you're like, whoa, this is becoming like unbearable. It was cute for a little while and now it's not anymore.
Right.
For sure.
And you've certainly had a daughter. Your daughter is, we described her as, if she were a pet, she'd be a cat.
Yeah.
She has a cat daughter, not a dog daughter. I guess there are different kinds of children, but this one really...
You have to earn her love and respect.
You do have to earn your love, and she's got like, she's so scary, dude. She's actually, it's so crazy. Me and Alex have done the craziest, scariest things of our lives that we should, I mean, we dropped acid at Six Flags, and like, we've done like.
Dude, the day that, you know what I think of often now that I've had a baby as something that I would just never do. Like, I can't believe I did this.
What?
Do you remember how much acid I dropped before telling you guys all to just go home from the ski slopes because I was going to stay there by myself for an extra couple hours?
Yes. I was really against that and nobody else was concerned.
I mean, and like I'm going on like new color paths that I've never taken
black
before.
diamonds because she's got acid confidence. Suddenly she's
in Pennsylvania, where I would have been in serious trouble if I got hurt and then it was found out that I was on drugs. Like, I don't even know. I don't know who I used to be. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got really hurt on that trip too. That was when
you did.
Fell off the mountain. And like, you know what? When you get really hurt and none of your friends are around, it kind of sucks because like especially me, I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac. I have anxiety. What are you doing?
Come here, not through the trash, Mama. Come here.
Come here. She wants us to clap because she went through the trash. She did a very good job going through the trash.
Can Mommy see it? Sorry, Kim.
No, you're fine.
It's just your
the
bracelet.
Listeners are going to have to understand. Women have children, and they need to keep living on. And eventually, in 3 years, this is what it's going to be like for me.
Is there any reason she shouldn't play with your bracelet from Kill Tony?
No.
Okay, then we're good.
No. Are you asking if there's like Coke powder
there's
on
drugs
it?
on it, yeah.
No, there's no drugs on it. But yeah, dude, the shit that we've done and gotten away with, and now you just have like this little baby, and we're terrified of her.
We're scared of her, dude.
More
She's
than
so
we've ever
scary.
been. She's scary. Today she went to go like watch TV / like pseudo nap, and she had her head on your stomach but her feet on my body, so she took control over both of us. And
not to mention the television, the entire room is just baby energy with yoga.
The whole
gabba
room's
on.
for her.
Yeah.
Everything's for her. The whole damn thing, and she's not letting us talk. We have the Elmo on as loud as it could go for her, and I swear to God, Alex would be like, "So what do you want to do later?" And she would. First of all, she does this thing to get Alex to shut up where she threatens to stir. Like, she stirs like she's going to cry, so she knows Alex will be like, oh, shush. And she knows that if she stirs, like even just her little shoulders like this, that it'll shut us up. So if we even made a noise, she'd start stirring her body.
Yeah, she owns me, dude. We had a conversation about like how long you're supposed to spoil your baby for until they're like literally not a baby anymore. Now they're just a spoiled kid. Like, at what age are you supposed to
when
be
does
like,
she become
no,
Veruca Salt?
You can't have that.
Right. Because right now she's just a baby, and it's
Look
like,
at her.
okay.
You can't say that.
You can't say no. She's just
no.
very exploring everything. She's just an explorer. You want to come up here? And it's hard to tell a baby no because they really just want to take over everything you have. Thank you.
No, do not hit her. No. I could say no when she's hitting. Don't pull her hair either. I see you.
She wants to do it again. You can see it in her eyes.
Don't. Gentle.
Oh, very nice.
So
That's
easy,
nice.
easy, gentle with Aunt Kimmy.
You're very sweet with your Auntie Kimmy.
Wow.
She smacked me in the face and she said, "Get out of my mom's room."
Dude, a few weeks ago, we're going to bed and she's only giving Mike kisses and she's being stingy with her kisses for me. It becomes like a game, right? Where like it's so funny. I'm giving dad kisses and not you. And then she goes to give me a kiss and she opens her mouth to give me a kiss. And I lean in to kiss her. Son of a bitch.
We have to keep it in. Hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. I was right at the end of the story where she's kissing Mike and she won't kiss me, and so she finally goes in to give me a kiss, and I lean into her, and I swear, with like form and technique, like she had studied in a different life, she threw her hips into a punch in the face directly at me.
She punched you in the face?
She punched me right in the face, closed fist. Mike even noticed like shoulder and hip went into it.
No, she looked like a fighter.
It was
like
insane.
Fully.
It was insane.
Dana White came out.
Truly.
Joe Rogan was commentating suddenly.
And you have to be like, why did you do that? But like also not react. You can't overreact. I mean, she's like one,
right?
You know,
right.
But you do want to scream at them in the moment. It's a lot.
Did you want to hit her back? Has that urge happened yet?
Not really. I mean, I'll like, if she hits me and I get really mad, I grab her little arms and I go, no. And I kind of pin them down.
You shake her.
I shake her.
You shake her. That's the kind of abuse I think that we should have kept. Men should still be able to shake women a little. And women should be able to open hand slap men. We should get shook by the shoulders and we should be allowed to open hand slap them. Once in an argument, like a heated argument.
Once per argument.
Once per heated argument, not day to day. Once per heated argument, you get to go, you pig!
And then he gets to take you and go,
and come on,
get yourself together.
Yeah, I think that's good, dude. I think that's good.
Honestly, I'm into that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is...
And honestly, I think I need to be shaken a lot. I think I need to be shaken once a week.
I think I need to be shaken too. I might start asking my man to shake me.
Because... honestly,
it's a slippery slope, but I might start asking for it.
But if you could keep your balance on that slippery slope, it could probably get your anxiety in order. In certain, like I like freak out sometimes over absolutely nothing, and a good shaking, would reset me. Like my nervous system would be reset. I think.
Yeah, it's like doing a cold plunge.
Yeah,
a woman used to get shaken, and guess what? We had our shit together. We were doing quaaludes. We were washing dishes. We were having a great life. Now look at us in the fields working like fucking animals, dude. Like men. I'm dressed like Adam Sandler fully.
We're in our pajamas in a bedroom working.
I mean, the way I love doing this podcast, the way that this particular podcast didn't want to be recorded. Like it was just every attempt I made to record this specific podcast failed. So I gave up and I didn't get dressed for it. And I'm honestly done with getting dressed. That's one of the things I admire about you. You don't even have a fucking full body mirror.
I appreciate that you admire that about me. I thought that was going to go in a way that was going to sound even worse. But yeah, I don't know how you be getting dressed every day, dude. Like you're getting dressed every morning. Kim does the whole thing. And I'm like, if I'm going to a wedding, maybe I'll like put makeup on and do my hair. I just have no energy for it.
I'm not even kidding you when I tell you that I cry every day getting dressed. I cry every day putting on an outfit. Don't even get me started with the hair, what the hair is going to do. There's just I think that it's too many options.
Yeah.
I think it's too many things. You got to find different hairstyles. Uh-oh.
It's getting bad out there.
It's getting bad out there. Hold on. All right, guys, let's take a second from the pod to talk about our sponsors. It's Mint Mobile.
With big wireless providers, what you see is never what you get. Somewhere between the store and your first month's bill, the price you thought you were paying magically skyrockets.
With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again.
When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it.
You've seen my podcast before. I've talked about how everything's a scam. Nothing is real. You think you're going to get one thing, then you end up getting another.
Yeah, in my experience, I've had AT&T and It's complicated. I look at the bill. I don't understand what these fees are, what these upcharges are.
That's not the case here. You have to say bye-bye to your original wireless plan's jaw-dropping monthly bills and unexpected overages.
Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at just $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. That's really important. One time I lost all my contacts, and I swear I'm still recovering from it. As a person with ADD, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. To get this new customer service offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/thisbee.
That's mintmobile.com/thisbee. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/thisbee.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only.
Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
All right, guys, let's take a second from the pod to talk about our sponsors. It's Factor.
Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto.
Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutrients and great tasting meals.
Make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine. What are you waiting for?
I personally never, ever want to cook or have the time for it, and I'm entirely lazy. And if I have extra time in the day, like everything's so busy, if I have an extra moment in the day, I just kind of want to chill. I'm sorry. I don't want to spend the whole time planning a meal, planning what's in it, planning around it. And that's why Factor's great. Make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine.
With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore.
You crush your wellness goals with this. You can choose. I like to flop around. Sometimes I do keto. Sometimes I'll do high protein. Sometimes I'm calorie counting. Catch me on different days. You have so many choices with Factor. Keep kitchen time to a minimum.
Treat yourself to restaurant quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon. That one's my favorite. Shrimp and blackened salmon. Blackened salmon's bomb too.
Their meals are ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menus and help you manage calories, protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well at balance.
Guys, are you getting enough protein? That's a struggle for me. That's why I love Factor. I just go outside and there it is, my blackened salmon. Bang. Quick, easy protein. Okay.
So head to factormeals.com/thisbee50 and use code thisbee50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month.
That's code thisbee50 at factormeals.com/thisbee50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
All right, let's get back in the show.
I know I saw your video of you literally bursting into tears while trying on. You looked so cute and you're just like looking at yourself crying.
Charles is just laughing as hard as he can.
I think every girl's been there.
That's why I posted it. He was like, this is embarrassing, don't post it. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like it will be relatable. It has like 500,000 views.
Dude.
Every girl's tagging themselves like me. At me.
Yeah, I haven't picked an outfit in particular for a thing in months. I put on the clothes that are like clean.
She made this.
They
She
seem-
makes her own clothes.
I did. I made I didn't sew it, but I made my whole tie-dye outfit, and I try to wear that 24/7 because you can't go wrong with tie-dye.
No, and you always look like effortlessly cute and comfy.
Oh, thank you.
Every time. And I'll get dressed for like 3 hours and something happens where I look in the mirror and I'm like, this is it. I've made up some new fashion in my head. I'm like, I've created there's a new fashion thing I'm doing. And then I feel slightly confident all night. And then I don't get that many compliments. And then I get home and then something happens like the next day or two. I look at a picture and I go, what the fuck was I doing? What? I have this fashion blindness. I'm like, I know. Like, you guys don't have to tell me. Some people tell me, I know I dress bad. I know my shoes are bad.
I like the way you dress.
You do?
Yeah. I just think that there's something that comes along with putting the effort in that makes you extra self-critical. Like in high school, I was not very good at doing my makeup, but I used to do my makeup and try.
Right.
And like I wasn't bad at it, but I wasn't great at it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like every minor application of makeup, I would look in the mirror and say, does this look better or worse than a minute ago? I can't even figure it out.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
The effort itself is causing the self-doubt. So I stopped putting in an effort and my self-doubt went away. I said, you know what? You look damn good for somebody who put in 0 effort today.
Wow. That's a really good way to do that.
Yeah.
I might take
But you might not have the option because you're on camera all the time and the fucking fans
can I be
are
on camera
so
like this?
goddamn critical. It's like...
I want you guys to see my outfit. I'm the most comfortable I've ever been.
You look great. Your
I'm
energy is
most
radiating.
Comfortable I've ever been on this show, and I'm this is what I'm wearing, and this is me. This is me.
Yeah, it looks good.
I look like I eat vagina full. I look like I'm your wife, and we call me like Big Ed.
I feel like
I'm ours, mama.
I look like a lesbian pretty often. There was a day a few months ago where Mike and I attempted to get dressed up for somebody's birthday party, and we looked in the mirror, and I said, "You look gay, and I look like a lesbian. We need to change." Because we don't care. Yeah. But I think you need to care because like podcast fans in particular, and I'm not saying fans of this show, but like in general, there's a lot of dudes who are so extra critical that it's like if I were on camera all the time, it would drive me to be putting in the effort and by virtue of that self-reflecting in a negative way.
But the guys don't care.
No, they don't. They'll actually talk shit whether you look great or terrible. So.
Yeah, no, and I'm not talking about the guys in the comments. The guys that are doing the podcast, they show up. They're in the same outfit as the podcast they did last time.
No, they all look like shit, but they're. But women aren't, their fans, male or female, aren't looking at them as sex objects. And as a woman, you don't have the option to have that because everybody's always looking at us like that.
I wish I could fart right now. I rip a big fat one. Dude, I have this like secret dream to rip a fart as my closer and walk off stage.
You want to be able to fart on command? Like your superpower would be farting on command?
Well, I just want to be able to do it one time confidently and it not go over bad.
Would you would have to put the mic up
that's
against your asshole.
All right, guys, I'm Kim Congdon. And then put it away.
If you felt a fart coming, would you try? If you had a great set.
Yeah, I might. Dude.
If you had a killer set and you felt a fart coming and you were like on your last joke and you're like, I think I could hold it until the punchline.
I would, but my biggest fear is to shart in that moment and ruin the entire set.
Well, what are the odds, dude?
Going to fart and then they have to, after I get off stage, they have to bring a crew in to change the mics because I've sharted into the mic and had to pause the whole production.
First of all, sharting happens to everybody and none of us want to admit it, but it does happen.
It happens.
And if you're less than like
shart happens.
If you're like less than twice a year sharting, then consider not once every 2 years is what I meant to say sharting. As an adult,
say you're sharting a lot.
Twice a year is way too much. I misspoke. Once every 2 years, a person should shart. Yeah,
you should get a shart pass.
Yeah, and you know nobody really.
No one goes to jail. You pass go for free.
In the best case scenario, nobody's truly affected by it, but you. Like it happens in that moment where you're sort of walking to the bathroom anyway, and you thought it was a fart, and you know it's maybe a little on the underwear, no big deal.
Yeah.
You have to be really unlucky for one of your once every 2 years sharts to happen, like in public or in the car or God forbid on stage while you're doing. And this is
the thing about a shart, like it's no mystery. When it happened, I love when people go like, "Ooh, that might have been a shart." When you shart, you know it.
You know it right away.
There's no moment where you go, "Oops, I might have shit my pants," unless you constantly have a wet crack.
Unless you think, unless it was just such a wet fart, maybe that you're just worried that a little slipped out, but you get to the bathroom and you go, I may have had a phantom shart once or twice in my life.
Phantom of the Sharta.
Only once or twice.
Yeah, dude. I think Sarah talked about recently. She shot her pants at a Starbucks. Recently, trying to get in, and they give you the long codes.
Oh no, she was so close.
She was so
at the finish line.
She was at the finish line.
The closer you are to the toilet, the more upset you are that you shat your pants.
What is
somehow.
that? What is it about like holding your key and putting it in your front door that makes you want to absolutely shit your pants? What is that? If I don't even need to pee, if I'm going up to my front door, suddenly my legs are crossed. I'm like, I'm close.
There's like, I think there's literally a psychological term for it. Like the closer you get to the thing, the further away it feels and your body reacts.
Really?
You're like, I'm so close yet so far. I still have to get all the way up the stairs and it's coming out, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
Everything could slip up at any moment. We're very delicate human beings, everyone. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Yeah.
We're all delicate. You could get knocked up, shart, anything could happen.
Anything could happen, dude. But I do support you trying to fart on stage. I don't think that God would let that happen to you.
Do you think the crowd? How do you think the crowd would react to that?
I think it very much depends what kind of set you had beforehand. There's
Okay, I had
nothing
a killer
funnier.
set.
There's nothing funnier than sort of bombing and ending.
I should hold it. It actually serves me better to hold for a bomb.
Hold for a bomb, dude.
Yeah, just a crowd that I hate that I actually want to fart at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, that's so funny. And then the fart bombs too.
I'll bet you guys thought I bombed. You want to hear the real bomb and then
Shart. Immediate
short. Then the next comic has to deal with shit on the mic.
Oh no, I can't, dude. It's too hard. It's too hard. But yeah, man. I don't How do you move on from that?
Glad to see you're taking your comedy so seriously these days.
Yeah, dude. This is an educational pod.
Not your new bit. Not you're writing a new joke.
Well, yeah, I could say today I pod and wrote. That was writing. That's officially, when comics are like, I need to go home and write. This is what it is. Actually.
Maybe I'll take a dump on stage.
Maybe I'll shit later in front of people. It's God. Sorry, Source gave me that idea. I can't help it. It's my creative vision in my art. People do weird art. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when they ate a dead Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I thought that was at a party or something.
Mm-hmm. They had a dead Lady Gaga and they ate her insides.
Yeah, like performance art where they're like a guy just like spills a bucket.
Dude,
That kind
I'm
of
done
stuff?
with the fake. You know what we should do? We should go to a museum that has like performance art.
You want to
Find an
rent a
empty-
gallery?
No, I want to sneak in like we're watching, find one empty space and see if we could trick people into thinking we're the performance art.
We could just do we could face each other and do mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different but the same.
Yeah.
You know, people would be like, wow. And every once in a while I go, and they go, and they go, wow. People will believe any art, dude. You could do anything. You could do anything. What would be our best performance art to do? Something deep, something meaningful. What matters to us?
What if we sit on the ground on our butts, right?
Okay.
And we have our hands behind us, and without the use of our hands, we spend all day trying to interlock our toes together like this.
That's deep.
That's a good performance art, right?
And we could call it the root of love.
Yeah. And all day, and we're sweating, dude. And you know how your brain loses connection with your toes when you try to move them too much? We're literally eyebrows are we're freaking out, but we can't stop till we fucking get both feet clenched.
Perfectly clenched. And then when we do, we just have to sit there with our feet clenched.
Then we kiss.
It just got so gay. You said it and you looked at me like you've just been wanting to kiss.
Then we kiss, Kim.
Then we kiss and maybe start a relationship.
The people will love it.
I don't know. That's
Everything
true.
has to be a little gay now, first of all.
You're right. We have, like you said earlier, we have no choice but to be sexualized.
Who do you think that this type of performance art is even for but the blue-haired lady
Oh yeah.
who wants to see a little lesbian action? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and the feet guys, honestly.
The feet guys are there. It's like
You can really get a foot guy on your side. I'm telling you, the foot has the value of a pussy, ladies. It does.
not me, sweetie.
for
You're
a
talking about your own self, honey.
Guys would eat that up, scrumdiddly yum yum.
I'll bet feet guys would actually like the fact that there's a little bit of asymmetry going on here.
Yeah, dude. I almost called you Sarah. Alex is too hard on her feet. You really are.
Well, thanks.
You've got some beauty toes.
I get there are 6.
Is that what you're rating your feet?
If I had to rate my toes out of 10, their right foot is a 7 and left foot is a 5, and I think that they average to a 6.
Okay.
Kim, don't even fucking talk to me. You can find another place to stay tonight if you're going to ask me to rate your fucking 11s over there.
I will say my feet have gotten worse over the years. Look, you could see that they've worked hard. They've got like veins that they didn't used to have.
They have been working hard. You know what? Actually, the first time I saw Kim's feet, I'll never forget, by the way, the first time I saw Kimmy's feet, because I was so goddamn
They look better
jealous.
when I push them on the ground. When I lift them up, you can see the veins working, but look on the ground.
Yeah, I'm sick. The first time I saw Kim's feet was at the Hard Rock Hotel in
Not you
Vegas.
remembering the first time
I'll
you
never
ever
forget,
laid
sweetheart.
eyes on my toe.
It was love at first sight. Dude, actually, because I had known Kim for like a year already.
After she saw my toes, her clit was a hard rock.
Kim and I are becoming close friends. I'm like getting to know her so well. She never explains to me or like breaks the news that she has like really nice feet. And she knows that I've talked about my ugly toes. I've been like, you can't even see my toes. I don't even like them. And then one day her feet make an appearance looking like fucking Scarlett Johansson, like in like 2005. Like they were perfectly manicured. They looked.
You think it feels good having the most perfect part of my body be in a shoe? Okay? You think it's easy over here?
Dude, I couldn't look at her the rest of the day. I went, God damn, fucking God just likes some people and hates us others.
I don't know, dude. Alex, you also had a baby and you have a six-pack, and I look more pregnant than you ever did. So I don't know what to tell you. God chooses. The grass is greener on the other toe, okay?
Dude, when I was in the middle of pregnancy, there were days where you and Sarah were like at the beach together and like posting bikini pictures, and I went, yeah, I hate that. They're not even my friends. They're not even my friends.
You're just losing your mind.
Losing
seeing
my
us in the
mind. You
sun.
guys both look so skinny and beautiful, and I went, I don't even like them.
What's the weirdest thing that happened to you during pregnancy?
Okay.
Besides the dreams, maybe we should talk about the
The
dreams.
dreams are crazy, but the weirdest thing that happened was really early. I was like 1 month pregnant. Nobody knew but me and Mike. We were at a comedy show. All of our friends were around and like hanging out outside. And there was this one Eastern European lady there with her little chihuahua. And the chihuahua was barking at everybody and like kind of being annoying. And she was like, shush, 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 it's okay, whatever. And nobody's taking the seat next to her because this dog's a little annoying, but I really needed a seat. I was like already exhausted. Mm-hmm. And I sat down and the dog jumped up on my lap, jumped up to me, starts trying to lick my face, runs in a circle, sits down on me. And the Eastern European lady turned to me and said, something's going on with you. He never acts this way.
Whoa.
And it freaked me out. I was like, there is something going on and nobody knows and I'm freaking out. And how did you know? And like,
oh, damn. He sniffed it out?
he sniffed it out.
That's weird.
A dog that I never met before. So weird, right?
I hate to say this, and I know it's a very cocky thing to say. Every once in a while, this will probably happen to me twice, 2 to 3 times a year. I will walk into a room and I will audibly go, someone's dying in the next 3 days here.
And you're right.
I don't know. I can just smell it. It smells like death. It smells like, and I can tell if it's sickness or tragedy. Sickness
Have you ever
is stronger.
followed through?
No, but one time when I was
She got so serious when she said that.
one time when I was a
The
host.
sickness is the strongest scent. You were a hostess at a restaurant and you could smell death.
Right. So this guy comes in and he's got one leg. And I'm busy. Like this is when I moved I was living in Harlem working at that Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And it's always packed and I'm a hostess. I'm running around. And I see this guy with one leg, and in my head I go, I gotta go help that guy. He's got one leg. Like I gotta get him seated at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking look. Sorry, are we good? Yeah. And I come back and I look, and he has 2 legs. And I'm telling you, Alex, when he walked in, I saw the nub underneath his knee. And he was wearing shorts, and he had one leg, and I saw like the round nub. And he was even limping a little. And then I came back, and he had 2 legs, and it was really bothering me because I was like, how the fuck did this motherfucker?
When did you grow a leg?
Yeah, when did you get a leg? And then I was like, is he going to lose a leg? Like, am I supposed to tell him to be careful? And right then, he goes to sit at the table, and he pulls up a motorcycle helmet and puts it in the seat next to him, and he rolled up on his motorcycle, 2
No.
legs. And in my head, I was like, tell him to not drive the motorcycle, and I didn't.
Whoa.
I know I should have, but it just is a little kooky, and I am mentally ill.
It's
so
pretty
like,
kooky. And going up to a stranger and being like, I had a vision.
When, yeah, when I'm just a hostess and I really want to keep my job, like, I don't know. So, but I did have like a vision of a dude with one leg, and every once in a while, I swear to God, I could smell people being sick.
What's it smell like?
It smells like I can only describe it as like this is even hard to describe. Have you ever smelled mucus?
Yeah.
It's like that.
I know you say you could smell a sneeze.
Yeah, but it's different than a sneeze. It's like a deep, sickly flu mucus. It's like if that went rotten.
And this doesn't matter whether they're sick or not. It could just be like they're going to overdose in a few days.
I have no idea. Sometimes I just smell a room and I go, someone's not doing well in here. Someone's going to die. And that's it. And it might not be real. I should probably just see a doctor. It's probably not even them. It's probably me.
Have you told your therapist about the smell of death?
No, Paul, I have not. It's just a silly little thought. Just a silly little thought and nothing more.
Just a silly little stench.
I wonder if that guy lost his leg, though, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I do too, because I sort of do feel like you're tapped in, and this might all be completely true. not to feed your
my mania,
your psychosis, but I don't know. I believe every word.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
No, I've never smelled death. I don't do predictions that much. When I was pregnant, I did have a dream about the baby where she was so freaking cute, blonde hair, blue eyes, the longest eyelashes you've ever seen, sleeping on my lap. And I woke up and said, my baby's not going to look like
blonde
that perfect. Like, that is the cutest baby I've ever seen in my life. Obviously, our baby is going to be like dark eyes, like whatever. Yeah. She looks exactly like the baby in the dream. So that was crazy.
Dude, I dreamed my cousin's baby.
You told me that years ago. Yeah.
He has 4 kids now. I think he has 4 or 3. And the third one is this little, all his kids have dark hair. His wife has dark hair. He's Puerto Rican. He's a little lighter, but I was like, I just had a quick dream one night that his oldest son, and this is when she was pregnant with the baby, that his oldest son was running, and I saw him pass me in the hallway, just like in between 2 walls, and he was like running, and then there was a little boy chasing him, and the little boy had long curls and blue eyes, and like I could see his face, and it was quite literally the same child from my dream. Every time I see him, I call him the dream boy, because I'm like, dude, I saw you before you were here.
Crazy.
So crazy.
I had that exact experience.
Dreams are weird. I just can't. I don't really understand how we're just all okay with going to sleep at night and then like essentially dying for a few hours and then coming back and waking up and being like, time for eggs.
Wait, we talked about this. You called me while I was on vacation from This Bitch podcast, and we talked about this. But you called me to ask me if me or Mike ever had a sex dream about you, and I told you about my pregnancy.
Did I have
Do you
a sex dream about Mike?
Everyone's having sex dreams about Mike. By the way, this is not the first sex dream that I've heard of about Mike.
I had a dream. I maybe did fucked Mike or something.
Yeah, I think you jerked him off.
I jerked him off.
Yeah, Charles in the bed too, and he was sleeping.
And I thought I was jerking. Okay, the dream was I wasn't even being like a bad friend in the dream. I thought I was jerking off my own man, and it turned into a nightmare when he was relieved, and I looked, and it was Harrington. Alex's boyfriend. Alex's boyfriend and the father of her child. And so I called her because I was like, I feel like a bad friend.
And I was like, it's okay. First of all, I like the idea that that's even possible, that other women could be having sex dreams about Mike. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah. But then you also told me about a dream you had with me in it to make me feel better.
So I was having some insanely horny dreams when I was pregnant. Like, they were actually nuts and they didn't make sense. It wasn't straightforward sex at all. It wasn't even anything you'd see in porn. It was like insane stuff. And this one night in particular, I had a dream. We were at like a family member of mine's house, but it's like a version of their house that doesn't exist in the real world, where there's all of these like private rooms, like black light, trippy kind of rooms.
She went to her grandma's house and it had horny ass rooms.
It was like a cousin's house of mine, and my rich cousin's house had all these horny rooms. So I'm there for a sleepover, and I'm like in a different wing of the house, right? And you weren't even there at first. It's just me and Mike, and we picked this really cool like horny room to stay in, and I truly don't remember the sequence of events, besides that I was sucking his dick not on his body, almost like it was just a lollipop in my hand that you hold by the balls.
Classic dick suck.
And you came along and I was like, want some? And we shared it.
That's so sweet of you to share your man's lolly dick with me.
His disembodied lolly dick. We took turns.
That's so nuts, dude.
And it
did
like,
make me feel better when she told me that dream.
Yeah, and I wasn't like I wasn't horny about you, but I was very horny about sucking the dick for sure. In the dream, I was like,
and you were just like genuinely sharing with me like a sister. Like we had no weird horniness.
We had no weird horniness.
But individually, we were
like,
horny over the dick.
I'm really horny. I think you're gonna like this too. And we would.
You were just being a really good horny friend to me in the ether.
In the dream, yeah. And then I woke up, I was like, weird, but I am going to have to tell Kim about that.
You know what's kind of scary is maybe there is an alternate reality where we sucked Mike's popsicle dick on a couch together.
Dude, who knows?
Who knows?
How it came off his body, I'll never know.
No, I don't think.
The fact that he wasn't there is like... Like I tell him about the dream and he's like, well, where was I? And I'm like, I don't know, Mike.
It didn't matter.
You only left your penis behind.
It's like you go to the bank and when you're a kid and you know when they would put the lollipops in the things, as an adult they just put a dick in it for you. Yeah, dreams will fuck you up. Sometimes I have dreams and I just get mad at my boyfriend. Do you ever get mad at Mike for the dreams you have? Mm-hmm. That'll hurt you.
And it's usually a dream that I have in the middle of the morning after I go back to sleep for a little while. And if I get mad at Mike over a dream, the dream is that I'm mad at Mike for something that he did in the dream, and he's not acknowledging it in the dream. He's not, and I'm like freaking out in the dream, and he's like not acknowledging it at all. And I wake up and I go, "What the fuck just happened?"
Dude, I had a dream that Charles, the second we moved to Austin, we like had our first like you go out with your friends, I go out with my friends night. And I was like so excited, and then I was stumbling upon this bonfire. I'm like, oh my God, Charles is there with a bunch of people, and there was a girl in his lap. And it wasn't necessary. And then when I walked up, he pushed her off so I couldn't see, but I saw the whole thing. And it wasn't that he was cheating or being like a scumbag, but the fact that afterwards he was like, yeah, I've been talking to this girl. Like, we plan on getting together as soon as you and I move to Austin. She lives here. Like, I like her a lot. It is what it is. And it wasn't even that he fell in love with another girl. It's that he didn't give a fuck. I'm like, we just moved here. Like, and in the dream, I started packing my shit again. We had just moved that day, and then I had the dream that night. So I spent a whole night's dream unpacking the apartment again.
It always freaks me out, too, when you're in that mood in your dream, and you're like, how is this not waking me up? I know my heart rate must be, like, through the roof. Like, I'm genuinely angry as fuck
I wake
in
up
this dream
sobbing
right now.
like a psycho.
Yeah, I'm like, how am I still stuck in this angry dream? How is the anger itself not sending me awake?
No, I know. It's really intense. I think that we should look into more why we're doing this. Dreaming is so weird. Can we please study it more? I don't know who needs to. I need to know why and where we go and what actually fucking happens. And who are these people that I've never seen before there? How are there people I've never seen? And
but
when you realize that you're
everybody.
dreaming, dude, one time I had a dream and I was in the Impractical Joker's office and you can hear everyone chattering. And this is the first time in my life I've ever realized I was dreaming in a dream. And I was like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And I said it out loud. And right when I said that, this is actually kind of funny. All the chattering in the office stopped and it started going, Jew, 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 Jew. And then I woke up and I was like, I feel like I got caught by Jews in the ether.
Whoa.
Like,
okay, first of all, that's how you lucid dream, is by like figuring out that you're dreaming in your dream.
Right. Yeah. That's what they say.
So if you could like hold on to that, you could choose whatever you want to do. But it is really funny to have everybody just turn
and chant Jew. I'm not even Jewish. I was so confused. And they did it. I was like, I think I'm dreaming. And I was like, Jew, Jew, Jew. And it like gave it, like put a chill down my spine. I know that sounds really anti-Semitic, but it really did fucking scare me. I was like, they're coming for me. They must have seen my tweets.
I think that would put a chill down any Jewish person's spine as well.
But I'm not Jewish. It felt like they were coming for me and I was Jewish suddenly.
Wild.
But yeah, there's really no explanation for it. And sometimes you have a dream and it follows you throughout the day, the feeling. Like you can't shake it off. Like you go like, I know it was a dream, but like I just actually can't get rid of that thought.
That one felt real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that too.
Yeah. How long do you think people can stay awake?
2-3 days.
And then
without drugs or with drugs?
What happens if they stay awake too long? Will they eventually fall asleep? Will their body force them to sleep? Or
I think so.
do they go into a psychosis and don't sleep?
I think that your body will force you to sleep. I have heard of a disease where your body just doesn't let you sleep and you just die of being tired.
Oh my God.
I heard about that on TikTok. I don't know if it's just like a TikTok scare
I've
thing.
had symptoms of that before.
That's terrifying, right? Of like being awake for like 5 days and just knowing that if you don't sleep soon, you're going to die.
And you can't help it. Can't they go under anesthesia or something?
They should. I don't know. Maybe it's fake. I get all my news from TikTok. It's bad.
Same, girl. Same. I'm on TikTok heavy. What are your favorite?
I told you, ever since I had the baby, she did kind of ruin my TikTok algorithm. Like when I was pregnant, it was all pregnancy stuff. And now it's just like, well, you're a mom in your 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Here's stuff that we show to like moms in their 30s. Yeah.
I really like the, this is really bad. I've been really liking the obese women that go to theme parks and they test the rides to see if they can get on them.
This is like there's like a
whole series of like women that are overweight and they test rides and then they also eat all the food and tell you if it's good.
No.
And I just like, at first I was kind of hate watching in a way. And now I'm like genuinely interested in the food they eat. I'm like, that looks so, something about overweight people eating makes it look better. I don't know what to say.
It makes the food look worse for you every time. Even if an overweight person is eating a salad, I go, that can't be good.
Oh yeah. But when they eat bad food, it looks better. When overweight people eat unhealthy food, that food looks specifically better because you can almost see what it would do to you because it's so unhealthy and delicious. And is that a weird way to say that? You eat a salad and you see an overweight person eating a salad, the salad doesn't look that good because you're like, that salad ain't working. Mm-hmm. It's like
you see a skinny person eating a salad and you go, that salad looks really good.
I'm sure they're enjoying it. You see a skinny person eating a fucking huge carby meal, you go like, ooh, that must hurt
heavy.
them. Yeah, it's very weird how like you just assume what it's gonna do to their body. I wonder what people think when I eat. Oh boy, would I like to know what I look like eating a salad. Is it yummy or is it nasty? You know what I think about the weight where people go, I think nothing. I think nothing about your salad eating.
Yeah, I don't think anything about your salad.
Not good
eating.
or bad, to be honest.
It's fine. I want you to eat your salad.
Welcome to my life as a 7, dude. I just live here, dude. I just live here. Knock when you come in. I don't know. But yeah, you had a baby. You had a baby.
Yeah.
We're scared of her.
She's terrifying.
We've never been scared of anything more than we have your child, baby child. And she's a baby, you guys, and we're scared of her. And I jerked off your boyfriend by accident, and then you shared his dick with me. Mm-hmm. We've been through a lot, sister.
We have. Oh, you're the godmother of my child. Oh, did you talk about this on the pod? The church experience?
No.
That might be worth it. I feel like we should wrap this with that.
Yeah. Okay. So you could start.
So I invite Kim to be the godmother of my child, a ceremony in which we have to go to the Catholic Church and like deal with Monsignor so-and-so. I forget his name already. Monsignor Tom, maybe?
Oh, you're talking about the church leader.
The priest.
The priest. Monsignor Tom.
Who, like, from the top of the ceremony, can't stop talking about, like, how much he loves the children. It's almost tone deaf.
Dude, it is pretty crazy. It is like if Louis C.K. did a special on how much he loves jerking off.
Yeah.
But never brought up doing it in front of other women.
Or, like, not even that. Like how much Louis C.K. just like loves being in a room alone with women.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with jerking off. Yeah, exactly. He was doing it a little much. He was like, I think at one point was playing with Oren. He's like, "Ooh, you're flirting with me," which we talked about. And she is a little bit of a flirt.
She is a flirt, by the way,
and not in a weird sexual way. She's just like kind of,
but in a twinkling her eyes at you.
Yeah, she'll twinkle her eyes at you. She's like such a little lady.
She knows how to like play everybody and get them.
But this guy, I don't know what to tell you. If you're a priest, read the room. Stop talking about how much you love children.
He made a comment about how he, when he needed to leave his last, I almost said precinct, parish. when he had to leave the last parish he was at, he specifically requested to come to one that had a school attached to it so that he could be closer to the kids. Like he's like telling us all of this. Where we like we have a private ceremony, so it's just our family. So he's giving us like a ton of attention and giving the baby almost too much attention. We're like, you guys know what you're known for. Maybe chill with like how much you love the kids and how you wore this outfit to this specific priest outfit just because the kids love it.
Yeah, he wore one with all of Noah's Ark's animals on it.
And he was like, I do it for the children.
They come closer to my outfit.
He said the words children like way too many times for our comfort.
A priest should get 10 children's a year to say. You should be able to say children less than once a month.
He's like, we have the children's mass at this such and such a
oh,
time.
Yeah,
and the trying to get me to bring her
at
the
this
children's
point, Aura
mass.
couldn't even crawl, and he's like, you should bring her to Easter to pick eggs.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I'm sure like he loves the church and God, and he wants me and Mike to be like good Catholics, which you know, it's like sure.
But unfortunately, Alex brought her bad Catholic friend. First of all, the dress.
Well, first of all, Kim's involvement in the ceremony is a lot more than I realized it was going to be. Like, she's got to like get up and light the candle and stand there and denounce the devil.
And I'm supposed to already be Catholic in this situation. I'm supposed to know the prayers.
She's supposed to have not only be Catholic but have like all of her sacraments done. Like, she's supposed to be. And the priest
is like, have you confirmed and sacramented? And I'm like, yes. God, I have. Like winking at Alex.
But she cared so much that she did, just in case it came down to it and he tested her, she picked a confirmation name to tell him that was hers.
That's true.
That was really sweet, dude.
That's true. Yeah, and then it came down to the prayers, dude. First of all, I really wanted to pick a nice dress. And okay, this is what happened. I had 2 dresses in the dressing room, a medium and a small, and the medium fit me, and I accidentally bought the small, and I didn't realize till I got to New York. So the dress was already a little tighter than I wanted it to be, but I fit in the small. And
it did zip, honey.
It zipped, honey. It zipped. It took 4 people, but it zipped. And when we were leaving the house, it felt fine, but something about the second of us getting into church, my tits were like, God's here and we're coming out.
Not only that, but the priest had her holding the baby, and the baby is like struggling and grabbing at Kim's dress and almost just trying to expose her in church.
Yeah, dude.
And like, I swear we were a centimeter from areola, and it's just like my whole family and the priest,
her entire Italian family, and like it wasn't even low cut. It was like literally like this at first, like no cleavage, but after the baby pulled on it, there was tit out.
By the way, my whole family, who low key in the back of their minds are probably like, why didn't Alex choose one of us to fill this role?
Nope, I'm
like, no, I
there.
like my slutty friend better.
I'm there. I'm stoned. My tits are out, and I'm confirming. And then the prayers come up, and you guys start doing. And I thank God I have this little prayer thing that my grandma bought me that I would be scared to go to bed, so I'd hit the prayer at night, and it was the Our Father who art in heaven. That's the only reason I knew that shit, dude. And I took it from a bank from when I was 8, and they started saying it, but they remixed it. I don't know if you guys know, they remixed it lately.
I know, and Mike and I got embarrassed there too because we had to go through this whole rigmarole. First of all, the Catholic Church acts like, oh, like come into our arms. We want all of our all followers to be ours or whatever.
Yeah, and then you knock and they're like, password?
Literally, the day I called up, I was like, I'm really interested in having my baby baptized. And they were like, well, are you married to the father? And I was like,
yes.
Not yet. Because also I felt weird about lying to the church to get her in. Like I was like, if you're not gonna, if we don't meet the credentials and you're not gonna take her, then fuck you guys, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, I called you to be like, are you like a legit member of the Catholic Church? And you were like, I think so. And I was like, good enough for me.
I've eaten the bread and I've drank the wine. I had a friend take me once. I think that's all I needed.
I think you've done everything, but you were baptized.
I was baptized,
too.
yeah.
You've done everything but be confirmed, which like, who cares about that
honey,
anyway?
listen, I'm confirming myself.
Confirmed.
So yeah, it was fun though.
It was fun, but just the whole thing, like they actually almost tried to say no to us, and I was like, we are gonna get married. Like I just thought focus on the baby first because you know she's here. And the priest was like, yeah, I get that. Well, we hope you do it in the Catholic Church. And I was like, yeah, sure we will. But I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad we did it. It made
I'm
my
glad we
family really
confirmed-
happy.
Your family was so happy. The lunch after was incredible. It was a really fun time. The priest got to see a little cleavage, which was probably really nice for him. It's like, I did something for the church too, you know? I'm here for the people.
Dude, you know he never sees cleavage.
Never, dude. I should have went and grinded on him a little.
He's probably rock solid.
dude.
Like the priest who's marrying the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
You know, his
oh
boner.
my God, yes.
Just under his robes. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was him. But he was a really nice guy.
He was nice. No,
He was a nice
he
guy.
rules actually.
But yeah, that's our episode. This went by so fucking fast, dude.
So fast. I miss potting with you.
I know. I miss potting with you too. You guys, if you wanted to check it out, we do have our Broad Topics episode on all the episodes, most of them on YouTube. And it is truly one of the funniest podcasts ever. Check out Broad Topics with me and Alex. And Alex, where can people find you?
You could follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar.
Hell yeah, you guys know where to find me. This Bitch Podcast with Sarah Weinshank, Childless MILF on YouTube, KimCongdon.com for show dates. I'll be in Tokyo September 5th through the 17th. If you're in Tokyo, come watch the roast battle. I'm doing that out there. And Skankfest coming up. I'm so excited. KimFest. We're going to do some really fun stuff. And yeah, show dates, KimCongdon.com. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.